It's gonna disconnect off of fucking Instagram. Watch. It always does. And then it'll come back. That my best friend, she a real bad bitch, got her own money. She don't need no on a dance floor. She had 2-3 drinks, and she's working. She throw it out and come back in. That's my best friend. She a real bad bitch, got her own car. She don't need no this in a strip club. Now my girl come fit, now she's working. She throw it out and come back in. As I'm my bestie in a taxi, fresh up my house, and I'm telling what you did. You look up with a T at the end. Every time that's my mom friend. She been down since the jellies and the Velcro. Got me stepping out the deep, I'm a nut. When we pull up to the scene, baby filled with jealousy. It's what infinity, she gon' bring the energy. Put a phone with the sea, like, guess what? Ooh, go on your side. Don't play with me with that hairball in your mouth. She don't need no on a dance floor. She had 2-3 drinks, but she's working. She throw it out and come back in. That's my best friend. She a real bad bitch, got her own car. She don't need no edited version. My baby. Throw it out and come back in. That's my best friend. If you need a freak, I ain't never more. She my tweet of D. If she buys for me, she don't need a key. If you style, but she's freaking who's need a B. So bad that I just can't take that nowhere. She off her fish, I said, don't go there. Break her back, she protect and attack. Get that crap, let them back who put on that. You know it. Whole world wanna be asking in my main. She my day one on my way. Let you get drunk, celebrate. Cause be the baddest in the club, that's my best friend. She a real bad bitch. Bro. So sit your ass down. Dead ass. If this the last time you're gonna drop my motherfucking mic. Come on, best friend, you know that it's saying no with. Oh, girl, I think I really want it. Get up in the mirror, you can pose it. Best friends, and you motherfucking glowing. Best friends, and your wrist on this frozen. Oh, girl, I think I really want it. Get up in the mirror, you can pose it. Best friends, my motherfucking glowing. Yo, my bad. Your head in it? It's good? It's so weird how it's so delayed. I know, that's what I be saying when I... Oh, 1 second, y'all, my bad. Oh, Lord. Jasmine is having technical There's so much stuff over there. Why? This is ridiculous. You broke my glass? No, there's too much stuff over here. Why you got the big jump on? Listen. Y'all know how he do when he comes back. Too much over here. I just told y'all I need space. She was like, I need space. Y'all the second couple. Grab my elbow hit the first day. Motherfucking try to nail the other one. Okay, so a little bit. Sorry, y'all. Give us 1 second. Guess we should have did the 8:30. I thought we should have picked the regular time. I was like, Tesla. Yo, I said that. They talking about you need a Tesla. No, Tesla run. What is this? Applesauce. From where? Corey. Oh. What is going on?
You choose.
Fuck.
Who's these?
Who's the pieces?
Jazz. You know they Jazz did the Twizzlers.
Stop dropping stuff, y'all. Y'all got anxiety? What's going on?
Yeah, I do.
Shit.
Yeah, Shanice.
I'm going to my pocket.
Come on, let's start.
Oh. I thought I already started.
I did.
Wow.
You still need this? Hey. Oh. Yeah, my bad, y'all.
Hey,
It's lit. It's lit. We back. We had about a couple of difficulties, as y'all can see. But we getting our shit together, okay? And just deal with us for a second. My butt is I just will not be getting back up a little bit. Yeah, this week we have Shaina, Morgan, and Jasmine Davidson on the podcast for our Pride Month. My bad, I turned it up instead of that. So, no, you need to sit now.
relax.
That like cost me real money.
Relax.
Yeah, for our Pride Month, it was supposed to happen last week, but we had technical. We didn't even have technical.
That just work.
Yeah,
That's what's going
the
on.
schedules was
Oh, I had training.
yeah. But we're doing it this week, so make sure that y'all like and share this live. He's gonna fuck my life. I'm telling you, I see it. Make sure y'all like and share the podcast. My bad. Instagram. I don't know what the fuck going on Instagram. It's going dark. Yep, there it goes. Yo, what the fuck is going on with this podcast? Anyway,
Instagram been doing that.
look at our shirts made by Lindy.
Pride Month, baby.
Lindy Kurt and Shad. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. Looking out.
Thank you. They fire. Big Pride Month.
Okie dokie. Yo, son, what the fuck, bro?
You know, some nice t-shirts.
Thank you, June.
Thanks,
Love
John.
you.
Happy belated Father's Day to all the fathers out there.
Thank you.
We are not. You are nobody's father.
Nobody's brown.
Um,
You're gonna be on Shaina. Next one will be out.
we kind of.
That's all.
If y'all not following already, make sure to follow on Instagram. Make sure to follow on our YouTube page. We barely got shit on there as usual. Say it every week. Sorry. Yep. But yeah, look, whatever. Oh yeah, make sure to check us on in the studio with the Rec Boys tomorrow at 7 p.m. We're gonna be in the Rec. We're gonna be on live with the Rec Boys. I'm so nervous about this. Like, I'm about to
In the
just
studio with the Rec Boys.
What
That's
happened?
what we're gonna do. In the Rec Boys.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I should have. But there's shit, there is a
I'll change it.
It's alright. Let's get into it.
Facts.
Yeah, because I'm going to do it.
Jump right into it. Let's jump.
This is what we gotta deal with all the time. Just to let y'all know, like every
Let's
single
get
day.
into it.
Go ahead. Start it off.
Yeah. Because I'm pissed. Because I had to drive. Fucking drive. You want me to start saying off yours?
Yep.
So just read yours.
Look how many
Alright,
times you watch.
So, our first topic is, what advice would you give to anyone who is afraid to come out?
Honestly, me personally, I didn't really have to. I mean, y'all don't really know, but yeah, girl likes girls and guys.
But I didn't have to really go through that. So me personally, I would just say to just be you. Do what you do, like who you like, kiss who you want to kiss, and fuck who you want to fuck. It is what it is, kind of. I mean, it's 2021. There's really nothing nobody can say at this point. I don't think that you should have to hide that you're, into the same sex or whatever the case may be.
My bad, y'all.
But my advice to them was to literally just come out and be yourself. If you need to talk to somebody, there's always outlets and always people that are going to be there for you. But don't ever hide who you are for the next person because it don't got nothing to do with them. If that's who you are, then that's just who you are. So my advice is to just be you at all times, regardless of what. Whether you like girls, guys, trannies, like, it don't matter. Like, if you, whatever. You like what you like, and that's just that.
What if it's like your parents or something, and like say they're against it? What would you do then?
Speaking from experience, I came out in 2012. So what's that? 9 years ago.
I graduated.
Honestly, it was tough because 9 years ago it wasn't. Obviously, people were gay, but it wasn't like a lot of people weren't accepting it.
Right.
So. Speaking from someone whose parent didn't accept them at first, it was tough. You go through a lot of mental, depression. Your mental is not okay because you're just always like, well, I am who I am, but my parent isn't happy, so what do I do to make them happy? Even though I'm happy, so do I make them unhappy? It's a lot, but whether somebody accepts you or not, you are who you are at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
So like Jazz said, just go for it.
That's what
You got nothing to lose.
There's really nothing to lose.
If your family doesn't accept you, it is what it is.
Right.
You can't change who you are.
And it sucks. I know it has to suck for you to be genuinely happy, but they don't accept who you are as a person.
Right.
But that's when you just put your happiness before theirs. Like, your happiness always comes first. You need to take care of yourself first and how you feel, your mental, and put that first and just go about it however you want to go about it. Whether your family or friends or anyone doesn't like it, just always be yourself. I think that's the way to go, and I think that's the key to happiness, is to always take care of yourself first.
Right. Because you really shouldn't care about what they say, but I mean, some people they do. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they do be like, all right, well, my family members aren't going to like this, so let me just stay closeted.
But then
I feel like it just brings out to you.
Yeah, not being unhappy. Yeah,
you're
being unhappy.
Right.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
And that's not fair. Me personally, I don't believe that should even be a thing. I get it. Some people are just stuck in their old ways and stuff like that, but I believe that you really just need to focus on yourself and make yourself happy first. And once they start seeing you happy, maybe they will, hop on board and be like, you know what?
Right.
Let me open myself up to this and try to see how they actually are, and see how they feel. And maybe they'll be on board too after they see you actually being happy. But to just hide it and not be happy within yourself, you're just gonna be miserable.
Right. I got a question for you too, though. It's like you're Jewish and you're gay.
Right.
So it's like a double whammy. Like, when people look at you, they be like, all right, well, you're not supposed to be doing this, you're not supposed to be doing that. Like, how do you cope with that?
The same way I cope with it the same way as I cope with you're Jewish, you're not supposed to have your ears pierced, or you're not supposed to have any type of tattoos.
Yeah.
Right.
And look at me.
Set it
But yeah, like, I went to Hebrew school when I was young, but I stopped when I was like 5th or 6th grade because my mom was a single parent, so it was hard for me to go back and forth. And I also started with sports and stuff, so it's not. I never had a bat mitzvah, none of that. But I'm not religious myself.
Right.
I don't go to shul, and I pray right to myself at night, or whenever I pray is when I pray. Whoever doesn't accept me,
Fuck 'em.
doesn't accept me.
That's a fact.
You know what's crazy? Israel, though, also, Israel has a very big, very big pride. Like,
Oh, really?
they have a very big, community.
Oh, okay.
When it comes down to stuff like that, I don't know if you guys know that, but
I know that.
Yeah.
I mean, very big.
I did not
That's
know
what's
that.
up.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I asked her. I'm like,
I mean,
since
not
you're
the
Jewish, it's like
Orthodox.
a
Not
double
obviously not the Orthodox, but it's big out there. Like, I mean, like,
You're just like in Israel,
hundreds
like
of
if you're from
thousands
Israel,
of
you're in
people
Israel.
celebrating Pride.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
those are just they're Israeli. They're just Jews, but they're not Hasidic or
Yeah,
right. That's what's up.
Yeah, but it's really big out there. It's actually
I
a
didn't
very
think that.
beautiful thing.
I'm not really that educated on it, honestly.
Yeah.
So I don't really
That's
know.
why
Like
I
I be feeling like it's just an American thing. I didn't know that.
Nah.
Pride was like.
That's why, like, what was it last year? World Pride. Or the year before that?
Well, last year was Corona.
The year before that, 2 years ago, World Pride. Bro, World Pride was insane, and I had my first opportunity to actually experience, and it was one of the best times of my life. Like, I'm not gonna lie, to just see that many genuinely happy people in their own skin. It didn't matter what they were wearing or what they looked like. You know what I mean? Like, it was such a huge on every block, so much acceptance and just so much love, and honestly, that made me start to do more research in the sense of that, because I didn't really, I've seen, I have my gay friends and I have my, whatever the case may be, but I've never really knew that much until I actually experienced myself at World Pride, and it was insane to see that much happiness.
Where was it?
Was it?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
See, that's what I was
Yeah,
trying to go.
Pride is this weekend.
Yeah.
Are
I
they
was
still
trying to
having
go.
it though? Because when I looked, they said that they were canceling it. The parade.
I saw a lot of people from TikTok. They were all saying I'll be in the city this weekend for Pride.
Yeah, it's technically in a sense it is technically canceled, but honestly, with a community that big,
It's gonna happen
You
regardless.
can't really.
it doesn't
cancel
really
something.
matter. You know what I mean? Because even 2 years ago, when we went, it was so crazy. Every bar, every pub, every block, bro, everything, and that's the thing. With COVID, they're trying to stop it because of obviously COVID or whatever. But I don't really see it being stopped, honestly.
Yeah, because how can you cancel something? That's
Like
like
it's
canceling
gonna
a
turn into
rally
one
or
of those
something.
flash mob shit.
Right.
Yeah,
They're gonna do it. They're gonna hold it on their own.
that's exactly what's gonna happen.
And I'm here for it.
Yeah, me too.
I love
That's
that.
right.
That's a shit that I like.
Yeah, because at first they were gonna hold Pride. She did.
There's no way. Why did she do that?
Come on, y'all.
At first they were gonna hold Pride with no police. They
With
don't.
no police?
Yes, no
Yeah,
police.
That's gonna be impossible. Because there are gonna be people there against
Meant to
it,
be, you
and
really
then how
need
do you contain those people?
Yeah.
I think they wanted the police to dress as regular people. If that makes sense.
Okay, so undercover pretty much.
Because between the Black Lives Matter movement, the Pride
Yeah.
was going. Obviously, Pride and BLM are together.
Right.
So
sit down.
they don't.
Yeah.
Have This is so much.
Oh, okay.
I feel like I missed everything. I don't know what it is.
I just did mine. You can do yours.
Well, I heard that Shaina kind of answered, both of them answered
What?
answered my
Oh,
my
yeah.
questions. Alright, so whatever.
Who's the first person you told?
When I came out.
Mhm.
I mean, me and Angelique turned each other out.
Ooh.
So she was the first person that knew I was gay, and I was the first person that knew she was gay.
Oh, okay.
That's cute. Y'all was each other's first.
I was kissing girls at the age of word on my mom, bro. I swear to God, this sounds crazy. I was kissing girls at the age of 11 or 12. I swear to God.
She didn't know.
I used to kiss my neighbors. Swear to God.
Who's your neighbors?
That shit.
I don't know. That's how I know. Obviously, I think girls, females are attractive. That's how I feel. So I never really told anyone.
Nah, I'm meant to take that off.
I never really told
You
anyone.
just went
but
about it, and then everybody just
and
had
then
to
it started,
get it.
once I got older and it kept happening, I was like, oh shit, I like girls, bro. I think I like girls.
That's cute though.
And then y'all know I brought a bitch home. Niggas ain't like her. It was what it was, but that's just what it was. And that was pretty much it. It was literally me bringing a girl home, saying this is my girlfriend, and that was just that.
Right.
And I was at a point in my life where nobody could say nothing, so it was just all right, cool. Then everybody just accepted it as for what it was.
So do you see yourself with a man or a woman?
I'm not gonna ask you that, but you be into polygamy and shit like that.
No, hell no. I'll beat them niggas up.
I feel like you gotta have a strong
No.
mindset for
Me personally, I would be with a man, one, because and I'm not saying I would be with a man because I want to have kids or a family, because obviously you can do whatever you want with your body nowadays with technology or whatever.
Right.
I would be with a man because I'm more attracted to a man, and with me, y'all know me, I'm a little crazy, I'm a little on the edge. I can't deal with no females.
Yeah.
It's too easy for me to
Fight.
and put my hands on them.
I
Now with a man, I'm probably gonna think twice. I still probably try to put my hands on him, but I'm gonna think twice before I do. But a girl, like, there's just no. To me, like, there's really no battle. Like, I just and like I don't know, like females like kind of make like more so get me out of character before a man would. So like if I had to choose, I definitely would choose a man to be with. But I mean, I'll be kissing girls for the rest of my life. Thank you.
Whatever makes you happy.
Yeah.
Like, shit.
It's fun.
So, are you just only interested in the girls or both?
Just female.
I understand that shit.
Yo, you're annoying.
We are full lesbian. Oh.
Nigga said full lesbian. I hate you.
Right.
All right, so what is it like being out in public with a partner of the same sex?
I loved it.
You're like, people wasn't like staring at you like mad crazy.
I loved it. I like would used to like make like a scene, like, and even like when I'm out in the like bars and stuff, like kissing a girl, like making out with like a girl or a stranger, like, you know, like back in the day we used to go to Newports and shit. Like y'all would see me out kiss girls, I'll kiss guys. Like it was nothing. Like it doesn't make me feel any type of way. Even when I was dating shorty or whatever, like I loved it. I thought it was just. I thought it was just a thing. Like I was just like whatever. Like it's two girls making out. We look cute, whatever. Like it didn't faze me.
There was never a time where you got like one of those.
Yeah.
No.
Never.
Thank God.
Never.
Because you can't really like
It was-
depend on what everybody else say or think.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
But no,
It's
I
like
never
you.
got that. But
Me
Shaina
personally,
might know
I
more
would've
about
like-
like something like that. But I've never got that ever.
That happened to you?
What?
Like
Getting
ever being
that.
out in public with another girl and like
Like
they're
do
holding
the
hands
state
or
face
like
and shit.
people are like, wow.
Oh, yeah,
You try to do PDA.
Probably,
But you like
especially
to do it.
when me and Angela worked at Johnson together. Probably. It's been a couple who obviously nobody knew we were together, but then when we came out, it was just like, whoa, like,
Right.
whoa. But again, that was 9 years ago, so it was like,
Still free.
right. It was still fresh to people, like.
But like now, when you go on dates and stuff like that.
Oh no, I'm holding hands. We giggling, holding hands. We
So
doing
y'all
that.
don't get
It's
like
the
no.
21st century. That's a fact.
That's what's up.
But people they probably do a double take, like what, like, and then they're probably like, oh, especially me with the cut I got. They're probably like, is that a boy from the back or is that a girl from the
Remember when we
back?
did Miami?
And then
I'm like, who the fuck is that nigga? And it was Shaina. It was Shaina walking past the window. I thought she was a whole man. I thought that was
Remember when I walked in the back, the girl was like, that man just went in there.
Oh
and you was
yeah, I was like, that is not a man. I
She
was
was like,
like,
yes, it is.
She was like, yes, that is that man that just walked right in front of you. I said, that is not a man. That is my friend. Her name is Shaina.
I done set it off.
She was like, what? She was shocked. She tapped her girl behind her. She was like, that was a girl.
I had flower shirt on, all that flower button up.
She got titties. Bigger than mine.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's a dark flower one with the khakis on. Like, what?
Yeah, looking like a joy.
So do you consider yourself a stud?
No.
No, we don't do studs over here.
I'm a
We
stud.
don't care about the studs, but we don't do
I
studs.
need to know the differences.
No, we
I
don't
don't know the differences.
All
All right, what's that?
What?
A stud is, I'm gonna tell you right now.
Man, girl.
A stud,
Go
Man
the
boy,
fuck up.
man boy, man
Go
boy.
the fuck up.
stop.
Oh my god. Yo.
What's the stuff?
A stud. See, okay. When it comes down to these terms, it honestly does go by your race. It really does. So stud is for minorities and African Americans. They say stud. If a girl looks like a boy and she's white, she's butch.
Mm-hmm.
You do not hear. You do not call her like a stud.
That's crazy. I never even. Yeah, that's crazy.
So if it's a minority,
I
you're a
knew
stud.
that.
Yeah.
Or black, yeah.
Gotcha.
And if you're white, you're butch. Period.
And what's a stem?
A stem is me. I could be stud or feminine. I can do both.
Both.
Right.
So obviously, when I straighten my hair and stuff like that, I look feminine. But then when I put my hair up in a bun with my haircut,
No, he wouldn't be on camera.
I look studdish. But I can do both. That's why people be. And I don't do the term dyke. I do not like the term dyke
Why?
at all.
What is wrong with that?
Because
That's like-
dyke. If you're a dyke, you look straight like a man. That's when I'm shaving my head and I look like a nigga from the back. Period. It's like no, like I just.
But it's
look
also
like a
very
boy.
disrespectful because regardless of what, like yeah, like they would be identified. I don't want to say identified. I don't know as a dyke, but like you just don't say that. Like I'm not gonna call.
It's like calling somebody a nigger.
It's like calling somebody a retard.
No.
It's like calling me. I don't know.
Honey.
He's trying to figure out.
Oh my God.
When people call me that, I feel like I look like a man. Like I'm
Jazz, you gotta get on
way
the
too big
couch.
for my own good. Like I look like a whole man when I don't
My
dress
two
like that at all.
favorite. Well,
So
it's
I just
3 out of like 5. Yeah.
it's like disrespectful to me.
Yeah.
One time I got somebody called me a dyke in a taco maker a couple years ago, and Jazz heard
you
it.
have to get on the couch. We gotta
Jazz
squeeze
heard
you
it.
in somehow.
Yeah.
We gotta squeeze you in.
Because
Guys,
like,
somebody automatically just be like,
Come on.
"Dyke," like, you know what I mean? Like, that's like literally calling somebody out of their name.
no, yeah, no, yeah.
It's super disrespectful.
Guys, welcome, Jess.
We got Jess. Disney. Move
This
closer to
way.
Shaina.
For
Yeah,
Pride
Stone,
Month.
Stone, come on.
But yeah, no.
Calling a girl a dyke is like calling a man the F word.
Oh.
Yeah. That's disrespectful.
It's offensive. Like, okay.
Yeah.
But there's a girls that like to be called
But
dyke.
I know what I was gonna say. I thought that
That's because I like to be disrespected.
You know, there's girls that like to be called dyke.
That's what
Not me.
you would never like to be
What?
called.
Absolutely not. Don't call me that. I don't like that.
You?
I'll fight. Don't fight.
No.
No.
That's crazy. Okay, y'all educated me because I'm like, look at that little dyke bitch. I be saying that, I'm not gonna lie.
But
I be saying-
when you say little dyke bitch, what does she look like?
I mean,
Exactly. I don't look like a man. I got big titties and a big ass. Do not call me that.
But even so, even if they don't have big titties or like a big ass, like, bro, like my niece is gay. Like my fucking nephew's aunt is gay. Like you know what I mean? Like other aunt is gay. And like,
Zarai's watching. Why not?
yeah,
Ask
like
her.
they
Zarai, what do
dress
you go by?
like boys. They're not dykes to me.
tell her little ass, oh, she watching. Yeah, I'll pick you up. You better tell me earlier next time. 5 shades and what? Is it 5 shades? 5 sheets?
Have sheets in the wind.
I think I said it wrong last time too, right? You had it correct me?
I don't think
On
it was that.
vacation?
Oh yeah.
Catch
your
your
Rex,
said what's good? What's good? Catch your Rex.
What's up?
What's up?
I'm
Thanks for
getting
the
a little-
shirts, guys.
Get a little education right now.
I
I like
like
women.
Pride Month, little shirt.
Thank
Hey.
you, Bunky. Love you.
Sorry, I can't see. We're having like an issue.
I'll tune in on 7/2, July 2nd.
Yeah, she said she has a friend that identifies as a stud.
Who?
But she's a preacher.
So, Bunky
Yeah,
said
she's
you're doing the
living
most.
in
And I almost just slept on that word.
Oh, that she still? That's so major still?
Stone is doing the most.
It really is.
Yeah.
I was in a house somewhere.
All right, so there's stud, stem, femme, dyke,
Butch.
butch.
Lesbian.
That's it. Well, yeah.
I
but
mean,
like
I
the
was
different
just
types of.
Lesbian, gay, bisexual.
No, just the different
That's me.
types of.
Oh,
like gay,
yeah.
We got Pillow Princess. And
There's a lot.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Does it touch me
The
not?
fuck is a pillow?
Touch
I think
me not.
I might be a touchy
The
now.
tops.
It just sounds like a touchy now.
There's a lot.
All right, well, like, how does it make you feel when somebody kind of like bashes the gay community or like makes it a
I
joke?
already know where we're going with this. I don't fuck around. I do not listen. I'm about to put my hand up on the because I'm about to start sweating. I don't come for this community. I'm telling you that right now because I'm gonna argue that down. And a lot of motherfuckers are ignorant and they think that they know, but it's literally what they were taught. So like they're coming towards this community off of their parents and their ancestors and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That don't respect this community or anything about this community, and they come off very ignorant. Me personally, I don't have the time. I will school you. I was just in a bar a couple weeks ago, and I had to come at somebody that I really fuck with a lot and a stranger, and really had to, me and Jess, we had to get in their asses and really like teach them some shit, because what the things that they were saying, like it was so
ignorant.
hurtful
Okay.
and ignorant. Because they
I don't
had
like the ignorance.
it was no facts, bro. Like you could tell it was from their like
Ancestors.
older ancestors, like the older generation, like, and like it was so ignorant. It was so like it made me feel like I was talking to, sorry to all my white friends, but it just made me feel like I was talking to a racist white person who had no idea about nothing about slavery. That's what it made me feel like. And I don't like that, because you don't know nothing about this community and you shouldn't even be able to speak on it.
Right. See, like I'm trying
It
to get
makes me-
educated. Before I was not.
It hurts my feelings, because like I have a lot of gay friends. I have a lot of bisexual friends. I have a lot of lesbian friends or whatever the case may be. Y'all don't know their story. Y'all don't know what they went through. Y'all don't even know what their journey. You don't know their journey. You don't know what it took them to get to this point to be out and openly gay or openly lesbian. Like they don't know that. Like you know what I mean. So for you to speak on something that you don't know, but then you're trying to make it seem like you do know. That's when I get mad. I get really mad. Like defensive. Like Jen said, she had to walk away. I wasn't walking away because I was gonna school them. Because when we left that bar, they was gonna know something.
Right.
They was gonna know something way more than what they thought they knew in that very moment. And I schooled them. I called Shaina the next day. I said, bitch, I had to cuss these motherfuckers out. I had to put my hair up again. I was sweating. She's like, well, what happened? I had to give her the whole rundown because it hurt my feelings that somebody that, I don't know, that like, I don't want to say no names, but like, I know them and like they've been around us. They know a lot of our gay friends and stuff like that. And they claim they fuck with us and this, that, and third. But the way he came up was so ignorant. He was saying that it was,
I don't think he even tried to be like hurtful.
It was like
it was actually what
it was genuine.
What he thought. He really thought he was speaking straight facts.
Right.
But even when I was trying to explain to him, he still wasn't hearing it. And so that's me. Me personally, come correct or don't come at all. Because I'm coming for that ass. And I'm coming with straight facts. And respect who we are as a person, as a community. Respect what we choose to do. And that goes with race. That goes with so many other things. And that's my answer. I'm coming hard. I'm going hard for the community for sure.
Let's go.
Because what we said, how do you feel if someone just asks questions to learn more to enhance their knowledge and do better? Like, would you come at them?
No, that's fine. Like, it's like,
That's
I love
kind of
explaining
like
to somebody the other day. Like, it's just like, growing up with like a different race. Like, you don't know. Like, when I was in Catholic school, like, I actually didn't know anything about like black people. I didn't know what the N-word meant. Like, and then I went to Monticello and I was just like, I had no idea about anything. So like, you have to learn. So like, if you ask questions, it's better than just assuming things.
Right, and that was my main argument in the bar was because like if you just ask, then you would know, but don't start saying stuff as if you know. You don't know. You have no idea.
To educate.
Like you know,
then to
so
argue.
I was getting mad for a second, and then I had to start coming with straight facts. Now I'm here to educate you. And before we leave this bar, you are gonna learn something from me. And until I see you literally like in tune like this, oh okay, yo my bad. Oh shit. Then I know. I gave you a little lesson, like you know, I educated you. I'm not gonna sit here. At first, I was gonna argue because obviously we drinking, whatever the case may be. I was gonna argue, but then I'm like, yo, he really don't know what the fuck he's talking about.
Right.
Let me educate you.
He apologized and everything.
And that's what it led to.
That's
And
good.
that made me feel better.
Yeah,
because now you can pass it on to the next motherfucker, or go talk to them old motherfuckers that had you feeling like this.
A lot of people be ignorant. They don't want to
That's what it was.
listen
She was
and
so
understand
ignorant.
what's
And he was
going
so
on.
ignorant. I swear to God, I was about to cry. I was so
Passion.
passionate about it.
Right.
So I will give anybody, if they got any questions.
Yeah, it's one thing to ask questions. You can ask any question, right? But it's another thing to make a whole statement that you think is true.
Right.
That's when shit comes into play. Like, for instance, me and one of my best friends, who's obviously, you know, who always calls me, we got into this huge argument, like bad argument, because he had an opinion. Granted, we're all entitled to our own opinion. Yes, true. But there's ignorance and there's opinions. So if you have your own opinion on something, if you don't agree on something, be kind about it. Don't be ignorant about it. That's all there is to it.
Or just say that you
I'm
don't
not
know.
even on my like, and I don't know if you know where I'm going with this, but you have put up a post and somebody laughed at it, and I didn't like that. And I'm not even like, you know, I'm not on it like that, but it made me feel a certain type of way because in all honesty, what's so funny?
Like, what's
ain't
funny?
shit funny about it.
Right.
Like, so it was just like, all right, that's the ignorant bullshit
Exactly.
that I clearly see niggas be talking about.
Exactly.
That's the shit that I don't like. Like,
That's like
hey,
saying like Black Lives Matter.
Ignorance is okay.
It's the whole
It's
thing.
not
they
okay.
think that ignorance is
joke
funny.
about it.
It's comedy. Ignorance is not comedy.
Ignorance is
at
not a
all.
joke. That's not a joke. You look stupid, and
Yeah,
you
that's bad.
look like you just don't know what you're talking about. You have no knowledge, and for someone who thinks that they're too good for knowledge, I don't want nothing to do with them. Honestly, Because it's one thing if you're gonna sit here and try to argue me down about something I'm so passionate about. Why don't you just ask me why I feel the way I feel or why I am the way that I feel instead of trying to put your opinion on me? You have your own opinion. I have my own opinion and how I move and how I feel. Exactly. Don't take that away from me, and I won't take what you feel away from you. But I'm gonna give you straight facts. Yeah. I'm gonna give you the knowledge that you need to know, and then you can go on about feeling how you feel. But you can't just feel some certain type of way because somebody told you this, and that's what you thought it was. Right. That's not what it is. It's 2021. That's a fact. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you gotta know what you're talking about. You gotta understand where we're coming from as people.
I don't think we should be friends with those type of people.
And that was the thing.
It just doesn't make sense to make jokes and stuff about like situations that we are passionate about. Like I just said, like the Black Lives Matter shit, and then of course pride stuff. People will sit there and literally make a joke and think that just because they're your friend, that it's okay.
It's okay.
Make that joke.
It's okay.
But that's not okay.
And that's what was happening, like, in the bar. I don't know. Like, it was more so of the, like, they were saying, what was the word that I was saying? They were saying that it wasn't, like, natural.
They're saying it was like manipulation.
So, like, being, like, gay and trying to.
Gay people can't have kids.
Kids,
you know?
like, it's.
And it won't be theirs. Like, it won't actually
like,
be theirs.
they were pretty much saying, like, it's like, that me or Jessica or Shaina liking another girl we're being manipulated and, like, trying to. Bro, this is what I'm trying to figure out.
He was saying the female's body is being manipulated to have a kid because it should be made man, woman together.
And that's it. That's the only way you can bring another life into this world is by a man and a woman. And that our minds and our bodies are being manipulated into technology to do so.
Right.
And that's what technology is for.
I got into the ass, y'all.
Like,
so y'all gotta worry about that.
Because that's literally what it's for.
I promise you, y'all.
What if you're a woman that you want to have a child and you don't like
insertion?
Or you can't even have
kids, though.
It was a law.
Say you can't even have kids.
Something about science.
Physics? But what the fuck?
I forgot what it
in
was.
science you can't.
It was the law of like something. I forget what he
Science
said.
is not natural.
And then I had
that's just something
that's another thing.
Like I don't understand that. Natural is not science. Like something natural.
We be
is
talking.
like,
we be having little conversations about shit like this. Just sitting there drunk and shit and just be talking about shit like that. And people got shit so fucked up. It's way deeper than niggas really think it is.
That's a fact.
Like and that's why I don't argue with nobody no more. I'll literally sit there and I'll let you think what the fuck you want. And I would just sit there like this, literally like this. Alright. You got it. If that's what your mindset is, because in the end of every story, you can sit there and you can talk to somebody and try to educate them. If they don't want to fucking hear it, they're not gonna fucking hear it.
Because there's gonna be an
They're
argument.
gonna sit there after a while. They're gonna sit there and be like, all right. But I bet you when they tell the story to their friend, they're gonna make it seem like they was right.
Right.
A lot of people are closed-minded, so like they don't like even if you could tell them and explain everything, they're just like
they're gonna agree with you at that moment, but their heart is still Their heart is still solid. They're not gonna feel what you're saying. Like deep down inside, they're not gonna feel what you're saying. So I'm telling you, I just be like, all right. If you feel how you feel, whatever, it is what it is. But I'm glad that I'm one of those people that I was completely against, fell over my mouth against.
Why?
Because I felt like that.
Because
I felt like that was not natural. Like that wasn't the way that it was supposed to be. Like I was wholly Adam and Eve. Mm-hmm. Like you feel me? And like I was like, nah, that ain't it. With these bitches, like going to the college and shit and seeing all of them and like actually
Shout out to my
chilling.
Sully gang.
Yeah, that's the fact.
That was
Actually chilling with niggas what females that don't get.
Legit. Like a
And
whole
like,
group of
oh,
them.
y'all motherfuckers ain't so bad. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like being like that, like, oh,
And
y'all
just because they gay don't mean they're about to come at you.
Yeah, like even like I know that I brought them
Oh,
around
big.
first. And then they were like, yo, like, wait, hold on, like they're mad chill, bro. Literally it had to be like at least like 11 girls. Straight lesbians.
what was it, a little cross team?
Like legit. Like I swear to God, like and I was like me and Ash Cash, we were friends with all of them, bro. Like you know what I mean? And like then I brought them home to my mom and my mom was like, what the fuck is going on? And I'm like, yo, mom, like, you gotta accept them like for who they are. Like those are my friends. Those are my friends. It got so deep for my mom, for someone who was straight from like Alabama, Jersey, like you know what I mean? Like she literally fell in love. Like she would make them Sunday dinners, like send them back to the dorms, like you know what I mean? Like Mama Michelle, like and like I changed her mind on that. And that was before I was even bisexual.
Yeah, different though.
You know what I mean?
Usually
Like
people like from that type of generation, they don't see.
she was like, yo, I'm telling you, when I had the first party, they all came, the girls was dancing on girls, and there was kids, and my mom was like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, what you got?
And I was like, like it's too late for that. Like they here, like they're
That's a fact.
staying here. Like those are my friends. Like,
I think like in that time too is a lot more difficult for people to come out too. Like,
But they were from the city. They were
because
they
you
were
got people
open
that would
about it.
literally fucking like try to kill you.
Yeah.
Like, you feel me? So it was hard for anybody. I know if I was gay back then, I wouldn't come out.
well, even with
I
my
wouldn't
mother,
live my
like
life.
she's gay now, but she stayed with the man because it was like the right thing to do. Like she was never happy.
Because she thought it was the right thing to do. Like,
'Cause that's
not
what she
even
was
thought,
taught.
you taught.
Right. I
You
mean,
taught
like
it was the
even
right
I
thing
didn't
to
come
do.
out until college, so because I was just scared of
How
everybody else.
long before that did you know that you
I've
were
known like ever.
for real? That's crazy.
See, I didn't like girls in high school. Well, at least I guess maybe I made my subconscious think I didn't like girls, but I was never. I looked the way I looked. I was a tomboy. All my friends were guys back in the day. Y'all know I used to do stuff, all of this back flips, front flips, all of this stuff I used to do with all my guy friends. But I've had boyfriends, right? All I've ever had in high school was boyfriends, and it just took that one girl to turn me out, and I was like, wow, like this is really what I've been looking for.
Right. This is what
Like I was never really happy.
there.
Like technically I didn't have any sexual interactions with men when I was in high school. It was only like kissing, holding hands, be together, that's my boyfriend. I'm blah, blah, blah.
You was doing stuff.
It was a middle school.
You was doing stuff.
I never had sex in high school. If that's what I want to know.
That's what I want to know.
No, I never had sex in high school. Yes,
All right. Quill Brown said yes, and those same jokes evoke violence on many members in the community. And then Cousin Bunky said, I had to check a coworker on a racial joke he said today. No, that is not what we are doing.
Exactly. That's not what we're doing.
Because they think it's funny though. But they think that just because they're your friends,
No,
that it's gonna
we're
slide
not your friends.
Then it's not.
at all.
You're gonna try to run and start that motherfucker, and I'm a dead you right there.
That's a fact.
Sit your ass down.
Just like we got quote unquote friends who
Drop the key.
Yep. He coming. Yep.
we got friends. I thought it was I don't know what I
He got he right there.
was.
Drop the
We
key.
had
I'm sorry.
right.
I said that shit yesterday.
We got quote unquote friends who share stuff about queer people, and they laugh at it.
Oh yeah, no.
So
Don't get me
that's
started
the
because
worst.
I'm ready to fight.
I'm coming, baby. I'm coming.
So yeah, I mean, I understand, like, because, like, I mean, I don't understand their half, because
they think it's
at
funny.
the
Well,
end
like,
of
what's
the
funny
day-
about it?
exactly.
Because a girl grows her armpit hair out, that's funny. Because she dyes it a different color, that's funny.
I mean, me personally, I wouldn't.
No, I mean obviously we wouldn't, obviously, but queer people do. They like
they
that.
grow it all the way out.
Of course, they grow everything. They don't shave their hair, but that's feminism.
Okay.
There's a lot of feminists, women, who believe that you're beautiful. It's not up to a man to determine if you're beautiful or not. So why do we have to shave our body hair? Because why? Because society told us that we
Because
need
you
to
guys
look a
want
certain
us
way,
to.
right?
Yeah.
So feminists let their hair grow out because they don't care,
Right.
right? So why do we laugh at that? That's not funny. We all have hair. Everybody has body hair. We grow it out.
I don't like the body hair shit.
I don't either.
I was just saying.
I don't either. I shave it all. But there are people, and they're even straight. There are straight women who grow their hair out just because obviously maybe they live in the mountains or they live.
There's men that like that shit.
There is.
There's men that like that
There
shit.
is. But when it comes to being, but then once the girl comes out as queer, it's a problem, and people start sharing it, and now it's funny, and now it's this is what society's turned into, and this is what queer is just like.
I don't know. You know that show
Is it
Queer
like
Eye for the Shaking Out, whatever it is?
Skepticism.
I mean, I like to say queer is just like you're just like I don't know, super gay.
I don't know. I don't even know.
It's just like
I just Queer Eye for the
There's
what is
a
it?
lot of words that I don't use. I don't like
I don't
queer.
know what like. I feel like it just means gay.
Honestly, that's what I'm saying. Me personally,
I
I
thought
feel
that
like
it meant like over the top gay, but I was like, it kind of, I don't know because, I don't know. You know, like when somebody says it like to be mean, like you're queer, like. So I figured it meant like, yo, you gay. You feel me? Like that's what I thought it meant, but
because obviously the LGBTQ, the Q in LGBTQ stands for queer.
right.
Because obviously there's many different, lesbian, gay, transgender, then there's bisexual, then there's queer, then there's pansexual,
So
It
there's
was pansexual.
pansexual. Why is there
Pansexual
so
means
many?
you like anything. Doesn't matter if they're. It doesn't care about their body parts.
Yeah,
Doesn't matter
like
if they're trans.
like
So
trans.
bisexual.
Bisexual means you like female.
Me,
I
I'm
will
bisexual.
date a trans. I could date a transsexual.
Tranny,
I could
yeah.
date a bisexual. I could date this one, that one.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Then you got.
You freaky.
Yeah. I mean, pretty much.
They just.
That
Bucky says
pansexual
everything
just means
offends
that.
me now. I'm fighting for everyone.
I think
That's
that's
so
a
bad.
fact.
That's me too.
Wow.
But
That's a
all
fact.
types
Go
of.
right
It
ahead.
don't matter. I'm fighting for every
Everything
type of
offends
community,
me.
okay?
I'm fighting for everyone.
Right.
But yeah.
Because legit, like that's what people do. Like they look at your, not even like your background, but they look at what you are okay with, and then they want to make fun of that, or like not even make fun of it, but they don't agree with it. But even though they don't agree with it, you don't have to agree with it. We agree to disagree.
That's
That's
Did you see
what
those-
I
But
said.
that's not my friend though.
Did you
At
see
the end of
those
the day,
posts?
I'm
It's
not gonna be
like,
friends
why
with
do
somebody
gay
like that.
people need a whole month to be for whatever?
Black History Month. Why? Like, come on,
But
bro.
it's like,
There's a whole bunch of
but it's like, because we never had rights before that. Like,
Right.
that's why, like, we're fighting for all of the things that it means to be gay, not just for to date.
Like literally,
the
like
same
why did Pride
sex.
start? Because
Right.
of all the raves in the gay bars.
Right.
But why
It's
did Pride
literally-
start in general? Because of a black trans
Yes.
woman.
Right,
Like,
yeah.
hello.
Facts.
Like,
Facts. Big facts.
Which
Like,
is only
and
one of the
and it's
most
crazy 'cause a
famous
lot of
bars too.
motherfuckers
Right
don't
now,
know
New York
that,
City.
bro. And
Yeah.
that's weird. Like even
I
like
had to look it up.
like,
I didn't
even,
know
like
until
the younger
somebody
kids,
told me.
a lot of people, like a lot of them don't know that, and I've talked to a lot of people, and they're just like, oh yeah, like well that's just how like I just knew, and I'm like, okay, well like yes, you just knew. Everyone just that knows that like that they like the same sex, or whether they like a girl likes a girl or a guy likes a guy. Yes, you do. You have that feeling, but like, do you know
Right.
why this is okay? Like, do you
Right.
know why you're able to feel this way?
Right.
And they don't, and it's sad, bro. Like, it's so sad.
They're sitting there ostracizing a whole community,
Mm-hmm.
which is literally like the Black Lives Matter,
Mhm.
like the Holocaust and stuff like that.
All types of
To
shit.
me, that's crazy. Like you as a human being, you can't be just like not okay with one part of the community.
Right.
Meanwhile, your community itself is being
in a country, especially that's called a melting pot. Like we have to be able to open up our eyes
Mm-hmm.
to everybody's wants and needs and preferences. Like you have to be able to do that. If you can't, then you're in the wrong motherfucking place, bro.
That's a fact.
And not only that, but you need to get yourself in order.
Yeah.
You need to check yourself.
Mentally.
Because what's wrong with you that you're not okay with me?
Right.
That's my
That's my
thing.
thing.
Like,
there's a lot of people who do not like being around gay people, whether it's gay men or gay women, just off the strength that they feel like I'm gonna come for you. But first of all,
that was me.
and
And I had to check
right.
myself.
But if I'm in a room with a bunch of gay people, I probably don't like none of them.
No. Facts.
None of them
Absolute
attract me
facts.
at all.
Absolute facts. That's
So-
yo. Say it for the niggas in the back.
That's straight girls.
That's a straight bitches for me.
Yeah.
It really be.
Somebody had wrote that on one of our podcasts. They was like that like not all gay women are even looking at you. Like
At
they
all.
don't even acknowledge
Not
that
even
type
for a
shit.
second.
And I was like, that shit put into perspective, like,
For real.
but like really when I was chilling with the bitches and Sully and shit like that, because at first I'm not even gonna lie to you, like before Sully, I'll see a bitch that was gay and I'm like,
Stay away from me.
don't even
Don't touch
fucking look my way. I'm telling you right now, I will.
You know, I
fucking
never
touch you.
had that feeling.
Yeah, it was embedded in me. Like it was embedded in me. I
Even
swear that it
before-
was disgusting. Like
Even
looking
before
back,
I
it was
knew, even before I knew that, like I was like I like girls or like whatever the case may be. Like I like if a gay girl came at me, I'm like I'm that bitch. I'm like at me, like I swear to God, like I used to get hyped, like okay, like yo, like a girl is like attracted to me, like whatever. I never was like yo, don't fucking come for me. I'm like
Yeah,
bitch,
nah.
like,
they're
so how
like,
you
yo,
feel,
pass me
like,
that lighter real quick. I'm like,
you think I'm cute? Oh, you're
Right.
a hater.
Yeah.
I'm so happy I changed that lighter.
Yeah. It was bad. It was
Yeah,
bad.
some people are so
Like, yo, can I use the bathroom?
No, you can't use my bathroom.
Oh, you are
Yeah.
gross.
Yeah.
Oh,
crazy.
yeah, she's crazy.
I was bad. It means a lot for me to put the shirt on today.
You know what I mean? I'm looking at her like,
That's
I
what
don't
you-
know.
I don't know,
like,
I don't
know.
used to be, remember? I was like, yo, what's
I
your
know
business?
we had this conversation, but like, I didn't know like
How
it was
deep
like
it was,
that.
how deep it was.
Yeah, I love that for you.
Yeah, it was bad.
How long it took you to be okay
She was from like,
Let's not talk about the girl that I was with. Let's just talk about just me in general.
So the first time I seen you kiss a girl, I was like, no, absolutely the fuck not. The first time you even introduced me to, something and shit like that, I'm sitting there chilling with y'all niggas. I'm like, I can't believe this bitch got me in this motherfucking place with these gay people.
Did you think
Like,
it was
I literally was pissed. I was sitting there pissed the fuck off, and then I just like started like listening to niggas and vibing, and I was like, niggas ain't so bad. And I let myself get comfortable and shit, but like, I don't know. At
Gamers
first I
are
was
the
like,
most fun to be with.
Y'all the
No,
best.
legit.
The best.
It's the best time ever because they're so carefree.
For a while, I hated, like, I despised gay men. For a while, like, it was like, bleh, like, what? Like, it was bad. And now, like, I'll see a gay man and I'm like, hi! Like, it's crazy how different I am now.
Yeah.
From,
I don't have
I was
nothing
18,
against, like, gay
it
men,
was horrible.
I don't like to see them. I'm not gonna front. I don't like the PDA with gay men.
But you
Maybe
like the
because-
PDA with gay women.
That's fact. I feel like maybe because I think, all right, well,
You can't like.
Let me
You can't.
just-
I'm not trying to take away from who
I
you
don't
are.
like PDA, period.
not that I don't like
I
it,
like
but
PDA.
You
it's
can't
just-
like one PDA and not like the other PDA. That's
But
not.
that's not
Too
I don't
much
like
is
it, but
weird
it
for
just
everybody,
feels
I
like
think. It makes me
sometimes
feel
like just
If you're about to make out in front of everybody, that's weird to me.
Like, make out, you feel me?
Yeah.
But like, once you start like grabbing butts and all in the pants and
to me,
I
that's
don't like
not
all
even
that.
with
I
the
don't like
same
all
sex.
that. It's like, all right.
Not even the same sex, even with like the opposite sex.
Yeah, straight
It's
couple.
just kind of like, all right, it's a time and a place for you to do this.
Right.
Get a room, pretty much.
That's a fact. But even without PDA, there's a lot of people who are okay with women kissing other women or women
Me.
liking other women, but it's not okay for a man to like another man. But
Right.
it's the same exact thing.
Yeah.
I thought it was
Yeah.
weird when I was younger. I was like, I think it was probably because I was gay. I was just like, oh, 2 men.
Yeah. No, legit. That's how it is. I'm still trying to be comfortable with men. When we went to Miami. Oh shit! We got to Miami, bro.
Where the graffiti's at?
When we was in Miami and we was seeing all the men and shit. I'm like, oh, these niggas is fucking.
Oh, 'cause we were
banging.
on the
And then
gay-
they started taking
Yeah.
a picture
So
of
like
their
G-string.
mosquitoes.
On the gay side of the beach, I heard these ones.
Yeah.
Down south.
And then they had and it was like hugging, and he was all on him, all rubbing on his ass, and I was like, yeah, so I'm about to take a nap. I put my hat over my
They
hat.
really don't
I just
care
said
about
that.
anything. Like, they
Yeah.
just
Because I'm okay with it, but I'm
It's
not
like free.
all the way okay with it.
I love it though.
I'm getting
I love it. We was like, "What's your workout plan?" He was like, "I'll pick these
Oh,
up and
yeah.
put them down." I was like, "Pick me up." Why he picked me up like I was a feather? I was like, "Okay, you go ahead, baby."
I know. I remember the one that we asked. He was like, "What's your workout plan?" Steroids.
I was like, "Unbelievable."
Was that the one that picked you up?
No,
I was asleep. This I was asleep. He was. I was asleep on the
You
beach.
had your
I
hat
think
on,
she remember who
realized.
picked her up.
I had my
You
hat
know that
over my
nice
head.
muscle. I remember exactly who picked me up.
There was so many men picking her up.
I got a picture. I think I got a picture or a video of the nigga picking it up. That's a lot of pictures. I got a lot of fucking pictures. I meant to make a collage shit with the song in the background of our whole trip. Y'all gotta send. Well, y'all sent y'all pictures already. Yeah. Y'all good.
I got the best clips from Miami.
I think you do.
I didn't say anything.
I got every
I
fucking
think it's-
video.
That's a fact.
Yeah, you had me worried at one point during that trip. I
When he was
no,
like
fuck
this,
that.
he was like,
I had
no,
a
yeah.
flare up.
He was like,
Yeah,
I'm just gonna go upstairs.
I was like,
But
you know
you
what?
were not
You know what?
going,
I'm gonna just.
you were shaking at the table. I'm like, yo, that's not enough sleep. That's not enough sleep. That's no food. Just straight drinking. You got to go take a time out, my nigga. Like, you gonna be the reason why we gotta go.
yeah.
Do y'all have any more
Oh, that's
questions
crazy.
before all these viewers start leaving because they leaving?
I got one.
Because people
Alright,
are watching
so-
afterwards.
Well, how young would you expose your kids to it?
Right
It's
off
not
jump.
about okay, like letting them know about it, like just talking about it like freely and openly.
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, me personally, like say if like say
They're gonna see it regardless.
yeah, like say like so like
All
all right, so I'm gonna let
rather
them
them
speak.
ask me.
I'm gonna let y'all speak first because like I probably won't be with a woman, but like if I was, off rip, like you got 2 moms, like I'm like this,
Right.
I like this.
Because I've seen
This
it.
is the love of my
Legit.
life.
That's a fact.
This is your mother.
Yeah, I had 2
I'm your
moms,
mother,
like,
and that's just what it is. This we fell in love. love. I'm not saying that this is what you want to be or you have to be or whatever the case may be, but this is what we are.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
letting
not
them
right,
know off
but
rip.
it's not right and it's not wrong.
Like, I'm letting them know
what
off rip. This is what I'm doing. This is what I chose to do. Like,
there is no right.
you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So,
I don't
like,
think there's any
so
time
what
you
about,
just
like,
have to
them,
explain to
though?
them, like, hey, listen, love is love.
love is love.
But
Period.
when
Whatever you
you
love,
actually
that's
sit them
okay.
down, and I really
You
want
don't have to
this
say,
because I have
no,
to
you don't
have
have
to be like,
sit
no,
them
it's okay
down.
if you're a girl to like another girl. You just be like, listen, love
Love is love. Love is
whoever you
love.
wanna
Period.
love.
And there's not. I don't think that there's a point of when you have to like sit them down. Like, they're gonna see it. They're gonna already be.
I was about to say,
thrown into
my
that.
obviously you guys know I was with a girl who had kids, right? And we never showed PDA. We never showed PDA or any type of sexual anything that we were together in front of the kids. Were we close? Yeah. Like they thought we was like best friends or whatever. Did we sleep in the same bed? Yes, we slept in the same bed, but like it was never nothing crazy.
Yeah.
So mind you, but that went on. But that went on for, right. But that went on for 3 whole years. So they were young and now they're in their teens, right? Until recently when I accidentally outed myself in front of them, in front of the kids. She said something and I clapped back with, bitch, I'm gay, you know, I don't care, right? So then all of a sudden I said, and right when I did like this, both the kids looked at me like, I already knew. I was like, excuse me? And they were just like, I already knew, like, and I was just like, and then one of the youngest ones, she was like looking at me like with a weird face, and I thought she felt some type of way about it, and I was like, what happened? She was like, I'm just mad you never told me.
Oh shit.
Because she like was like, so like if I'm around it,
understand.
I'm around this long, why you keeping it from me type? You know, kids are smart.
Yeah.
But now, for instance, one of the younger ones came to my house a couple days ago, and she told me she got some bi friends. I said, you know what bi is? Mind you, she's 12. So I said, you know what bi is? Like, y'all know what bi is? She's like, yeah. When you like both, girls and guys.
Wow.
So like, honestly, it is 2021. A lot of older teens, younger teens, they know. They're not slow, they know.
Mm-hmm.
But when it comes to your boys who are just now growing up,
I don't think you should tell your children.
you don't have to tell them.
So let me
say this. Honestly, Ryan, they're teaching them about pride. He came home with a whole pride
In
packet
school.
and everything.
But my
He's 4
boys
years old.
did not. And that was in Monticello.
Mm-hmm.
My boys did not.
And then,
Are
like,
y'all mad about that?
no, I'm not mad about it, but I feel like
His mom is.
they should contact the parents and
I don't
explain to the
really think
parents.
she's mad about the fact.
I don't think that it should even be like such a thing. I get it, but like
We learn about everything.
You learn about
Holocaust.
everything.
We heard
there's
Black
so many
History
things
Month.
But listen to this though. Then just now doing pride this year.
Yeah, this
Like,
year
you
is
know
the
what I
first year that
So
she
because
done it.
and then the next day they had a Juneteenth packet. So it's like, but Juneteenth now is a national holiday. So, but Pride itself is a whole month and everything. But why are you now just doing it to the floor?
Because
like,
there's so much things.
It
But
probably
this
just
is why nobody understands about pride. There's so many things that's going on in this world that has to do with being gay.
right. But they weren't even teaching them about being gay. They were just teaching about pride itself.
Pride itself. That's what I mean. Like pride. There's so many things in this world that are going left about like pride.
Right.
People should know about that. I don't think that's a bad thing. I think people should be educated on pride because if not, like imagine, like okay, so if I had a kid, bro, and we're walking around, he had no idea about fucking pride, and he sees 2 guys kissing or 2 girls kissing, and he's like, yeah, look at that. I'm popping him in his head, cause look at that. That's rude. Let them be what they want to be.
Consider it as in like forcing it on your children.
No.
Because
No.
nowadays the cartoons and stuff.
No.
The Loud House, they have a
The
gay
Loud
daughter.
House, they got a
whole
gay
gay
daughter, they got a
family.
gay
Alright. Period.
All these
Cartoons
years,
are
bro.
introducing
Yeah, the cartoons are introducing it
Yes.
without
Yeah.
even the parents'
That's
consent.
what I'm saying.
Like my brother, dad told his daughter, absolutely not. You're not watching SpongeBob. Because he felt like she was entirely too young to even be witnessing this. He don't
Right.
want it to influence her.
Mm-hmm.
But that's why
in
it's
any
like a forcing thing. Not a forcing thing, but if you're already sitting there
But
watching
my
it,
brother is the way
it's
that I
already
used
into
to
it.
be.
Right, but no, no one has ever been like, I turned gay because I watched this
I'm
show.
sorry, that's so
Right.
ignorant. He's learning to come out and you know who you are.
Regardless. And I don't think that they're forcing on. I don't think
Mariah is the reason why he's no longer the way
I
that we used
I
to
don't
be.
look at it as it being forced. I just think that it's just education. It's know how to react to a certain situation. I don't think that's being forced or
I think you
manipulated.
should be told.
I think that's
you
very
want-
good.
you as a
Some
parent,
people,
you
I
want
love
to
that. I want everyone to know that love is love.
Right.
Everyone needs to know that.
Mhm.
And whether it's deeper than what you can explain, then the next motherfucker can explain it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because some people are just like, yeah, love is love, but they don't really believe that. They don't really go by love is love. Love is really fucking love, bro. It doesn't matter what color, what race. It doesn't matter what you are or who you are. You can love whoever you choose to love because that's really how your heart is pumping.
That's right.
And I think that's how it should be. And if your parents or your home can't teach that to you, then somebody else will. That's not being forced.
Right.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of
Yeah.
people. There's a lot of people that I've seen on
I
Facebook.
don't like
No, for real, because there's a lot of people on Facebook that I've seen and that has a problem with their kids learning about pride in school. We're like, you ain't have a problem with us learning about Ramadan. You ain't have a problem with us learning about any other type of culture. But now you got a problem learning about rainbows and butterflies.
If you think about it, they teach everything else. So like, I think it's good.
Technically
I
not
think
really
it's good. I
everything
think it's
else,
good
though,
for
because
them to teach that because at
religion-wise,
home,
we only
Well,
never
I
taught.
don't know.
We only learn
because like if you're at home and your family is like so against it, and God forbid you were gay, if they don't teach it in school like that it's okay, and like teach all of your classmates that it's okay, you know, then there's bullying, then like people like kids just don't know. Like
Right,
then they're
that's
gonna look at other people
You
and
know
like,
what?
right.
You're probably
Because I don't know about that.
point of view, I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you off. We did this and we don't shouting over each other. But coming from a parent's point of view, I'm not gonna lie, the teachers spend more time with my children than I do.
Right.
So there's things that I love them teaching them because by the time I get home, it's 6 o'clock. 8 o'clock, y'all in bed. You feel me? And then y'all sleep, y'all wake up, I feed y'all, I get y'all washed up, ready for school, y'all out the door. Like that's literally how it is. So somebody has to teach my kids this shit that I don't have time to teach them.
Mhm.
You feel me? So I appreciate and those type of topics that make me uncomfortable or I don't even know how to explain it to them. You feel me? So I don't mind my kids learning something in school and coming home and asking me how about like how does that make you feel, blah blah blah. Because now, I know that you know it. All right, bet, sit down. Now we're gonna talk about it. You feel me? But how do I just go about just bringing it up into your life?
You don't. They
You
do.
feel me?
I'm
So
telling you, they
I
will.
don't mind them being that barrier and putting that out there, and then them coming home and telling me because now I'm gonna explain it
Yeah.
the way I want to explain it. You feel me? But go ahead, open that door because now I'm gonna sit them down, and I'm gonna explain it to them.
Right.
But as for like sitting them down and just randomly talking
No,
about it,
you
like
don't need to.
I still haven't even sat my children down and explained to them about racism and stuff like that because I'm not going to.
Right.
I want them to believe that life is just fucking life.
Right.
Like I want them to keep their innocence as long as possible until I feel like they're of that age where like now I'm letting you out on your own. Let me sit you down. Let me talk to you about some real shit that be happening, like so you keep your eyes open. But for right now, nah, I'm not ruining my kids' innocence.
You
You don't have
At
to.
all.
You don't have to talk about that stuff. with
I
kids
feel like they
anyways.
should just
they
at
don't know
least
anyway.
like just not even like send out a notice because at the end of the day, like when we was growing up, when I was in school, like anybody said anything about God, this and that, they're like, we're not doing that, we're not discussing that. But if that's a certain way that my family, like we know, was taught to do, why aren't you gonna send like something going like, well, now we're gonna learn about Jerusalem, we're gonna learn about Buddhism and stuff like that, like different other religions and stuff. But why can't you send a notice home if you're gonna learn about Juneteenth or learn about Pride or
That's
Black
the
History Month
thing.
stuff like that?
They need
Why
to
not just
send a
send a
notice
notice
home.
that this is what we're doing for the week? You guys
They
do
need
it
to
for any other
send
things.
a notice home. So
Why
I
not
can
do
get
it?
my shit together.
Right.
And I can do my motherfucking history.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So I can be
Because, like,
prepared when my kids come home
That's a
for the
fact.
questions
That's a
that they're about to ask.
That's a fact.
I don't want them to come home and be like, all right, well,
And get
Yeah,
blindsided.
You
I
know
see
that
these
there's
two
a
boys
such thing as
or I see these two girls kissing. Tell me about it. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
give me the heads up so
I
I
would
can
love
know
a heads up. I
what's
would love
going
a heads
on.
up.
What are you guys learning about? You guys literally send notices for everything else.
Yeah.
I mean, that happened
Snap
when
that.
Snatch that.
when I was with my ex. That happened when the younger one was like 8 or 9. We were in the kitchen one day and she was like, she came out and she said something about like, I don't know, girls kissing girls or guys kissing guys, whatever. And we like turned our heads mad fast. And I was just like, I listened to what she said and then I was like, well, how do you feel about it?
Right.
She was 8 or 9, but I'm gonna ask regardless.
Mm-hmm.
And she was just like, it's okay.
And
Yeah,
that's
but you
a
think
good question to ask to
Right.
start it off. How
It's
does
a
it
good
feel
thing about
about
that stuff anyway, but like if it's not talked about, then they're gonna think that it's not okay to talk about.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
That too.
That's a
Like
fact.
they're thinking about it regardless of what we say to them.
My kids are
Especially now, kids
oblivious,
is like-
and they get that from me. I'm not gonna lie.
Your kids are also young too.
They're young, but like they're not.
Wait until
My
they get,
kids are
like-
not woke.
Wait until they get like
Feel me?
7,
Like-
8, 9.
But this is what I'm saying.
They
Now
don't
the
be
young
woke
ones you
to jazz
introduce
music.
it to your kids. Because me personally, I wouldn't teach it
What's
in a class for a 4-year-old, a 5-year-old.
Yeah, no, that's a
to
little
me that's
young.
it's
But we don't know what
young.
they're learning. What are they learning about? What what
She
is
just
it?
said pride in general.
Exactly,
like,
but what
you know,
exactly are they learning about? We don't
No.
know.
because
I doubt
they
the
say
teacher.
nothing.
I doubt the teacher is sending and showing pictures of girls kissing girls,
Right.
guys and guys.
Definitely.
I think it's just
Hopefully
It's
it's
just
just saying like
time
it's
to
be
okay.
happy and
The
be
rainbow
yourself.
flag
Represent the Pride Month. And it needs to represent
Yeah.
yourself.
love is love. I don't think they're out in the preschool, kindergarten, like kids, boys. No, absolutely not.
I don't think it should be about that, but like maybe the history about
Yeah.
My brain, I was like, that's
Yeah, just like we learned Black History Month, right? Learn about Rosa Parks and Harriet Tubman and how it all started, right? We don't learn about the future. What happens if this happens? What happens if this happens? Type shit. We never learned that. What happens if last year happened?
Exactly.
We never learned about that. What happens if the whole country goes up in an uproar because now Black Lives Matter movement needs to be out and we all need to be woke.
That's a
We
fact.
didn't learn about that. So like
Because if it
now,
wasn't for George Floyd, there wouldn't be no
It
national
Period.
holiday Juneteenth.
period. So if you start introducing stuff early enough, we only got the history of shit. Now they're young enough.
We're
It's
not being
2021.
proactive in school.
I'm pretty sure they're learning history and in today's society. I'm pretty sure. But I don't think they're really like girls and guys and this means you're gay and this no.
It
I just
probably
think
is
it's
more about where it
But
led up to.
just as we're having this conversation, I can only imagine how it is on the board meeting. And that's why more
Right.
parents need to be involved in those school board meetings. Yeah,
Because
we have
it's
to
legit
be.
all about
Because
the whole.
They're going through the itinerary. They're gonna go through the itinerary before they bring it to the kids.
Right.
So like it's up to us as parents to speak up and be like, well, I don't mind my child learning about this, or I don't want my child to learn about this, and I would appreciate if y'all let me know when they are gonna learn about this. It's up to us.
You should know about
To
everything
do
they're
shit.
learning though. Not even just like
This is what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
but nowadays,
Right.
nowadays it's totally different from when we was in school. It's so much, like she said.
when we was in school I had health class, I was putting condoms on bananas. My mom didn't know.
That's a fact.
Yeah,
That's a whole fact.
I never
That's
had no
a
condom
fact.
on no banana.
That's a whole
I be
fact.
seeing niggas saying shit like
Mr.
that. and I'm like,
Kavanaugh,
I
you
never
had us
did
putting condoms on bananas.
I had Mr. Kavanaugh.
We was putting condoms on bananas.
I think I was skipping that day or something because I did not do that.
That's
We
a fact.
did. But this was obviously a few years after you, and this was when like
I'm lying. I wasn't skipping.
this was a few years after you, and something. So it was like an outbreak going on. I feel like maybe we had to learn about HIV. We had to learn about a lot of stuff.
And they had to
back
get
in
with
the
the
day.
times.
And they had to
But that's what I'm
They
saying.
had to
they
put
gotta
in,
get
like,
times.
pregnancy.
Right.
What happens if you get pregnant? And this is how you get pregnant. And blah 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 blah. But like they weren't sending notice to my mom.
Yeah.
But why? Because that's what is that? Because that's a man and a woman, and that's how life goes, right?
Mm-hmm.
You put a condom on a banana. This is how a girl gets pregnant. If a girl gets pregnant, what do? You go to
the
this
birds
clinic.
and the bees.
You go to exactly the birds and the fucking bees, right? But like now,
You gotta include
In order to
all
have
types of,
this,
you gotta
you have to
include
do this.
wasps.
Now they not doing it, right?
Period.
They
They
not
don't
doing
do
it.
that.
They not doing it now.
They don't even do that shit. They don't do that.
All that shit in the birds and the bees.
Yeah, they don't do that anymore. They don't put condoms on bananas. They don't do none of that.
They don't, yeah.
Because they don't know what you prefer.
I mean, history changes
Like,
every day. They use
Because
it.
they don't have to know.
Be on
Right.
top of it.
They don't gotta know.
That's a fact.
They really don't.
I'm
But
the
it's
type
how
of parent where I'm
How
just
is it
let
like?
alone,
How do you
let
teach
that
something if
alone.
you don't even like a health class, for instance? Like, how do you teach it if you don't really know what your
But that's
students prefer? You gotta teach it general. I
Right,
feel
like imagine teaching a lesbian how to put a condom on a banana. I
yeah,
was like,
that's a fact. It's like, why am I doing this?
Right, like,
I don't even like this.
Exactly.
I love it. I eat it every day.
I don't even like it.
Every day.
Exactly. But it's a lot, you know. It's a lot. When it comes to all right. So then, what happens if?
He was about to jump.
What happens if you? What happens if one of your sons is gay?
I'll be upset.
But why?
Why? That doesn't mean.
Just say why. Just say.
I cannot
I'll be
with
upset.
you.
I'll be
Why?
upset. I'm not gonna lie. I'll be upset.
No, I want to hear. Matter of fact, let me say this.
But why?
Let me say this before you talk.
Because you're
So-
saying that.
When I came out,
I'm going to accept them.
listen. When I came,
I'm going to accept them. I'm going to accept them. But behind closed doors, yes,
this is what
I'm
pisses
going
me off.
to be
Listen,
upset.
when I came out, it was
You
2012,
can't be
right?
like that.
I'm gonna be
Listen, when I came out, it was 2012. My whole entire life, even when I was born, my mother's best friend was a gay man. Gay as hell. Gay man, right?
Candy?
No.
Stop saying why.
Like, who's Candy?
Y'all know. Y'all, you don't know Candy?
No.
I don't want to know.
Jazz, you know Candy?
You know,
your computer.
Cindy Berger's brother. Well, he passed away. Cindy
I'm
Berger.
so mad y'all.
Her brother was gay, and that was my best friend ever since I was young. So when my mom was a single parent, he was the one helping. My mom raised me, gay as hell, mind you, right? So you got all these gay friends, right? And as my mom's getting older, as I'm getting older, she got more and more gay friends, right? Mm-hmm. But the minute I come out, it was a shit show. I tell you. Why? Just because I'm solely your daughter? Because you pushed me out? Because you're supposed to raise me the right way? Gotcha. So like, for 3 years, me and mom went back and forth. I'm not trying to shout her out, but obviously we went back and forth. And like, it was either this or that. You either accept me or you don't. So that's why I moved out. Like, it's either you accept my girl for who she is or you don't. Because when it came to her, it was, oh, how'd you and your friend doing? First of all, that's not my friend. That's my whole girlfriend. So stop. Like, that's gonna stop right there. That's what I hate. That's when you're coming out and you're trying to come out to your parents and you finally do, and you have a significant other. It's very disrespectful when you say, how's your friend? Or where's your friend? You know, that's not my friend. That's my girlfriend. Right? So it was just like, we were just going back and forth, like, why is it okay for you to have best friends that are gay? Well, I'm gay. Mm-hmm. And it's not okay, right?
They're just stuck in their times, I feel like.
Exactly.
So
nothing
on time.
And 3 years later, when we had a conversation, and I said, listen, Mom, you either accept me or you don't. And that's what she was like. She was like, honestly, she was like, now I do accept you. I see it. I see fully, but this is like 2015. She was like, I see who you are, and I see that you're gonna love who you love, and I'm gonna have to accept it. Yes, you are. Because if I ever get married, I'm marrying a woman, and you're gonna walk me down the aisle to a woman. It's not.
Would you rather have a gay child or no child at all?
Period. Right. And if I'm gonna have kids, you want grandkids. If I'm gonna have kids, it's either I'm gonna bear them or my partner's gonna bear them. Either or. So like,
I'm gonna accept them when they tell me. I'm gonna act like and I hope that they don't even have to physically tell me. Like, I hope that they just feel comfortable enough to just bring them home. You feel me? To me, just bring them to me. I don't care. I don't need you to give me a whole "I'm coming out" speech. I don't need that, because now that's gonna make me feel awkward.
But that's how. But that's
just bring them home.
But that's
and
you.
Just let me accept
that's you being educational to them about certain this like situation in this community throughout their lives. So
I don't want them to feel like they have to tell me.
No, but that's what I'm saying. But that's what makes them come to you, because you have talked to them about love is love, and the community and Pride Month and all types of things. So when it does come over them and they realize who they are as a person, they are going to be able to come to you. But if you're like
closed-minded and
like behind closed doors, I'm gonna be mad. You like I'm not trying to tell you what you can and cannot be, but you gotta be.
You can't tell them that.
I'm never gonna show it to them.
Right. But what's your reasoning for them? Because they can't make children.
I don't think that. No. They can still. This is 2021, and it's by the time they do that, it's gonna be 2030.
Right, and you're saying it's 2021. So why you still feel some type of way if they come home gay?
Because I feel like I'm not all the way there yet. Me personally, and who knows? By the time that she want to show her rainbows, by the time that they do come home and they talk and they show me their boyfriend or whatever, if not gonna what, I hope not. I'm not even gonna lie, but I hope that by then I'm okay with it. You feel me? I'm a grown person.
I mean, from you saying that you weren't even okay with that, like not even that long ago, like it's a step.
It is.
And you know what? You can grow into being okay with it.
I feel like I will be okay, and not even like not on no bullshit right now, but I feel like there's just so many kids that's like just open to being gay before they even try the other gender.
There's no
and
trying.
It's like,
there's no trying. That's the problem.
I feel like it's just like manipulation, and don't just let me speak. I feel like when we were younger, there was not this many gay people.
It wasn't.
You feel me?
Because they were scared to come out.
There's so many people willing to try other things now. To be open and be like, all right, I want to be open and do this. I want to be open and experience this. You feel me? And I feel like when we were younger, there were genuine people that just were like, I'm gay, but I don't want to say it, or I don't know how people are going to take it. but I'm gonna like who I like underneath. And then when the time is right, I'm gonna say it. You feel me? And now I feel like everybody's just coming out and just saying that they this and they that, and then the next thing you know, this gay girl just now she pregnant with a man and the whole family because you didn't fucking take your time. You feel me? Like that's my thing, and I don't want my kids to be like. I don't want them to just assume that this is like you can just be open to this and that. You can be open to it, but make sure that that's what you want. You feel me? Make sure that that's who you are. Don't try to be like this person or that person just because you see it. And
that's all
everybody's
about
so
learning too, because then they're experimenting and then they're learning to
experiment.
see if they do like
If you're gonna experiment, but know that that's your flavor, my nigga. Like know that that's what you want. You feel me? Don't just shut out girls because your best friend is gay. You feel me? Like that's what I don't
think that would happen.
Nah. My mom used to say that before she came to her fucking senses. She used to say, "This is just a phase." Like, excuse me.
Hey, don't
Like,
fuck
no.
with the homie.
Like, no, it's not just a phase. Like, it's really not.
There you go.
It's not a phase.
So, like, if your child comes to you and you think he likes boys, he likes boys. And if you do like boys, he like boys.
Yeah, it's different. It's different for men. Like, obviously, if you come to me and you say that you like a nigga, you like niggas.
Yeah, because men know that they don't like girls.
They know that they don't like girls. Like,
Society's a lot worse with men too. Like men like men.
less accepted.
It's way worse because they're getting beat up. They're
they get fucked up.
It's not like
He
that.
got one
It's not
big
like that with
nigga,
girls.
fuck that nigga up. And I was so bad at him.
Right, because when it comes to girls, it's
I was
all
so
like
right.
that's sexy and I like that and all that.
That's because
I'm not
guys
gonna
like
lie.
it though.
Sometimes, like, even myself, like, I'm like, I don't know, sometimes I like girls, sometimes I don't. You feel me? But it's not like I'm just out here just looking for a
Alright,
girl.
so different question. What if your kid came out to you like being transgender? Like, I want to be a woman.
Yeah, nah, I'm not with that. I'm not there yet.
And you would
I'm not there yet. I'm not even gonna lie. No.
Me personally,
Absolutely
I wouldn't
not.
care. I mean, at the end of the day,
I don't even like my
It's
kids.
still-
I don't
playing
even
with
know
dolls.
how I would take. Like, it's
I don't like
weird
my
because
kids
we
playing
don't
with
see
dolls.
that's
Action figures.
something you
Put that
actually
down,
don't see a
pick up
lot.
the Spider-Man, go play.
right.
yeah.
Like, you feel me? I'm still there with it. If my son came to me and said, I want to wear this dress to school,
I just recently just
I
met.
probably would shit myself.
I recently just met a drag queen the other day, and he was the coolest motherfucker I've ever met.
But
I
that's
don't love
I
drag.
know, but I know.
I
But
love
like-
drag.
Like,
don't
I'm not gonna
mind
lie,
that shit,
but like,
when it
that
comes
is
to my
different than a
kids.
transgender, obviously, but like, it's kind of still the same in a certain sense, but like, he literally, bro, in the bar, he was dressed as a boy. But then, like, we started talking, we hit it off, bro. Like, we literally, like, had such a great conversation. I'm bartending, whatever. And, like, he starts feeling himself. And he, like, I'm twerking behind the bar. He twerking on the other side. We feel like the music going, drinks pouring, like, everything. And then
He's
he's
gonna
like,
be
I
himself.
go outside to go smoke, and he's, like, showing me him, bro.
Pictures of him.
Bro, like, as a woman.
Mm.
Like, I mean, like, bad. Like, a bad
I don't,
bitch, bro.
yeah, I don't mind. I don't
I'm not
mind
gonna lie.
for
Like, I was like, wow, bro. Like, literally, like, if I didn't take the time out to talk to you, as me being a bartender, and you know, I was feeling his vibe, I would have never even knew that about it. I never in a million years would have even thought that that's who he was on a regular day. Like, you know what I mean? And it was a beautiful thing for him to feel good enough to tell you who he is on a regular day.
Right.
And I love that. I love that
He's
for
want
him.
that comfort.
He don't know me from a hole in the wall. He just knew that I was friends with one of his friends, and he was like, "Yo, Jazz, da da da," you know what I mean? Then we started talking, and I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like, it really made my heart happy for him to be that open in a town that he's never been in.
Right.
Because in the city, that's normal. In Albany, that's normal. And anywhere else, that's normal. In this little town, we don't see no shit like that.
Yeah,
We don't.
But if they can
But
feel
it
they
made me feel
can
good
be
for
yourself,
him to
their
be
sense of
himself.
self-pride.
He will be himself.
That's
And then, you know, there were certain people around me that
What can
don't
you do?
rock with that shit. And I'm like, this is my friend. Knew him for an hour. This is my friend.
Right.
That's
how we do it.
like,
That's
you know
how
what I
we
mean?
do it.
And they're like, oh, what's up, da da. And like, even like a couple of my friends was like, yo, like, that's crazy. But
They be tight,
he
though,
was so fucking genuine that they didn't have no choice but to even accept him.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? And like, I don't know.
Carolyn said her daughter came home so upset because some kids at school were saying that being gay meant someone was defective and they needed Jesus. And I was so upset that people are still bringing their kids up to think that
Oh
way.
my
So-
God.
Okay, but that comes
Like
from the
that.
family that you.
It
grow
starts
up
at
with.
home.
It
It starts at
starts
home.
Oh my God.
And that's why I think that
Yeah.
it's good to be educated about it. Because listen, if you come from a home that believes in that, then your kid is gonna believe that because kids they're learning every day when they're younger more than
There's
when we
funding.
are.
Clear
You know what I'm
funding.
saying?
Yeah,
So
fact.
it all starts when you're young. It all starts
Oh.
from home, and that's
By
why I think
yourself.
it is good to be educated on pride and all that. Maybe not at such a young age, but like it's still good because then there's not kids like that aren't.
Kids are gonna be educated on that,
Yeah.
whether we want them to
That's
or
what I'm
not.
saying. But
And
we
you
have
know,
to make it
those are
acceptable
those
to talk about.
conversations though, like you out shopping with your children, we in shopping, whatever, and my boys see two men kissing or two females kissing, and
Yeah.
they look at me, and I tell them it's okay, that's natural. You feel me? And then there's parents who don't look at that, don't look at
Yeah.
that. You feel me? And that right there,
That's
that
teaching
moment is that's all they
teaching
need
that
to
it's not
learn.
okay. It's
Is
not
it
okay.
okay or is it not okay? That's all they need is that moment right there. You have to just say it's okay. Like it's okay.
Right.
Just let them
That's
be
what
that.
you want. Then.
Like
That's
I'll be
what
like, AJ, mind your business. That's okay. That's what they choose to do.
I think
You
if you're
feel
gonna have
me?
a child, also you need to, before you have the child, you need to be like, listen, I need to teach this kid to be accepting of all kinds. Like I don't want him to be like me. I don't want them to be like me. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to
Period.
teach them.
I
If
don't
you
think
wanna
that
have a
any
kid,
of my
you need to
kids
teach
is gonna
them.
be the way that I
them be
was.
accepting.
Yeah.
I don't think that any of them were. Angeline is a social butterfly. Zakori is just fucking Zakori.
Yeah.
Tajay is so fucking unbothered, it makes no
No
sense.
sense,
He
yeah.
doesn't care.
Like none of my kids are gonna be the way that I am.
Yeah.
And then
Right.
I have my friends. Look at my friends. Like
Right.
you feel me? They're gonna know.
They're gonna
And
know
they're
all forever.
I have like I don't know, I have
Right.
no fear,
Honestly,
no
kids
doubt
aren't gonna
that
come to their parents the first one.
they're
Tell
not.
them that
They're either gonna go
not.
to this one or this one.
Yeah.
You know?
Tajay gonna go to that one.
Yeah.
So that's
You
why
feel
it's
me?
good to
Like-
have people that are old.
In your life like that,
Yeah.
because then they can really help them understand
That's a fact.
what's really going on what in their mind, in their head. Like, you know, like why do I feel like this? And then we could like with us
Right.
knowing the knowledge that we know.
And why does my mom feel like this? Like,
Or not
you know,
even,
like,
or
Yeah,
you know,
no,
how
yeah,
was my mom
seriously.
feel?
Yeah, yeah.
And with us knowing that, like we would let her know, like let them know. You know what I mean? And that's what's so good about you actually being open to us and letting us be
I gotta go to
who
Zarai.
we want to be.
Right, yeah.
It's real.
Yeah, but you're just like my mom. My mom grew up; she didn't talk about nothing. Like it's like that's why when I was around gay people, it was none to me. I was not like ill, none of that. Like I was open because
And I don't
never
like
knew.
kids like that.
I never knew my mom
Because
felt like
where's
that.
that stemming from?
Like I never knew
Where's
my mom
that
felt
stemming
like
from?
that.
That when you see two people of the same sex kissing,
The cartoons.
but when you see two
and
people
all
of
this
different
stuff.
sexes kissing,
It's the
why are they not
cartoons.
saying ill to them, but they're saying where's that coming from? You feel me? I don't like kids like that.
Exactly.
The
That's what I'm saying.
house
So it comes
legit
from the home.
has
So
a whole
knowing
family.
that everything in here is solely based off what you say, and it's not a lot. Since you don't, it's not like what is there to talk about?
Stop.
It's 2021. You watch TV. You shouldn't like. It's not, I'm not saying you shouldn't know, but it's like if you don't want to talk about it, you don't want to talk about it. Like my mom
Right.
never talked about being gay or what gay even is. So
Yeah.
like when I came out, I wasn't like I said ill or none of that. I never knew she felt that way. So like let's say one of your kids is gay, they're not gonna know you feel that way, which is low key good,
Because
but
you
low
don't
key
talk
bad.
about it.
Obviously,
Right.
that's
Right,
what I'm saying.
right,
So when they get older, they're not gonna go out and be like ew, like mom
They
said
should
this,
look
mom
at it,
said
just look
that.
at it.
Just look at it, just
That's
look
right.
at it. Which is how, if I ever have kids, that's how we're gonna be. That's how they're gonna be raised. Like
Yeah.
we are who we are. At the end of the day, we are who we are. You know who I am. You know we
But
have
even
two
though
moms
she's
type
saying that
shit,
she's
right?
gonna be upset, it's not like she's not accepting of it.
Oh,
Yeah,
of course
I'm
not.
never
I
gonna
know
like
you
that.
have your own opinions.
Right.
You're upset.
She's just gonna be upset behind closed
Behind
doors.
closed
Right.
doors. Give her something. Warn
I am.
herself.
I'm not gonna lie because I don't know. Like you know, when you have kids, you're like, oh, well, maybe not y'all, and I'm not gonna say but maybe not y'all. But when you have kids, you just, I'm telling you, like from the first moment that I held them, I'm like, their whole life just flashed before my eyes.
Picturing their wedding
You feel
day,
me?
the
Picturing it
bride
all,
walking
the
down.
kids, like
yeah.
picturing it all, and I'm like, I'm gonna be here for all of it.
Yeah.
You feel me? And like, so if they came to me and that statement, that question fucked me up when you said transgender because that shit,
Yeah.
like, I never even thought
Thought
of that.
about it, but it can
I
happen.
never even thought of that. And like, I thought about what if one of my sons came to me and told me that he was gay, but I don't want him to come to me and tell me because you're not gonna come to me and tell me that you're straight. So why are you coming to me telling me that you get me?
Right.
You feel me? You like what you like, and that's just that. Don't talk to me about it. Don't you like it's natural.
You just
You
like
feel
what you
me?
like.
But I feel like the conversation, it helps them
Yeah.
as a person.
It does, and I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
You know what I mean?
And like even at a young age, they're just gonna be like, ew, you know, girls or guys, you know,
Yeah,
girls,
yeah.
ew.
And that's gonna let me know. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, Corey got a girlfriend right now, and I'm upset. Like, it just.
It's just a lot. Just speaking from experience, not talking about it with your parent also makes a stigma. Because like I said, for 3 years of my life, I was miserable as fuck. And I was contemplating.
To think that they
I was
can't
contemplating in
Just
my head.
It's being talked about. Period.
I was contemplating in my head. Should I start dating guys to make Martine fucking happy, or should I just date girls to make Shaina happy? And it was just like for 3 whole years, bro, I was miserable.
But this is why I wanted y'all two on here, because your story is totally different from Jazz. Like, there's people that just like, y'all gonna fucking accept me.
Right.
Like, and then there's people
And
like,
you don't even
I
care.
gotta.
Exactly.
You had to.
walking
You
the
had
half
to.
shell.
I gotta tell you how I feel. You feel me? Like, that's why I was like, this is fucking perfect.
Perfect, right?
This is literally fucking perfect.
That's
Like,
a fact.
Even to
I
this day,
sometimes you
couldn't
do.
imagine having a
You do have to walk moms down.
My mother, Stacy Buckner, I could not imagine having to sit my mom down and tell my mom, okay, so yeah, yep, I like girls.
I think she
Like,
would love that for you.
no, that I don't know because like
I don't
me,
think so.
my
It's the
mom
older
never
generation.
talked to us about it.
That's
It's the
true.
My
older
mom
generation.
never
I
talked
mean,
to
it
us
took
about it.
a very long time for like my dad mostly, but like even my.
I could just hear her right now. I
grandparents.
literally just heard her like talking on the phone to my auntie. Yeah, so this bitch, not this bitch.
Not
Alicia gonna come in here and tell me that she like girls. Like I literally could just hear her saying that. Like,
I feel like as much as you talk about it and stuff, it gives them like, not even a heads up, but it gives them like
education.
Yeah,
The education that they
learn.
You should even
Because
make
at the
it
end
like
of the day,
different.
And especially that's how I was. Like, I forced her.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Like
That's
I
exactly
stepped
what you
in the
did.
house and that was just what
Yeah,
I was doing.
like it.
Right then and there.
Without
There was no introduction. It literally, like, I walked in their house with a girl.
That was it.
Like, this is how she feels.
If y'all got a problem,
Even though
speaking
she
on it,
was the
speak on
one.
it.
Yeah, of course. Wrong
At
bitch.
the end of the
You know
day,
what?
Wrong
At the
bitch.
end of the day, I feel like that's how.
Wrong
it
bitch.
should be.
The question.
Because
It's the
if
wrong
I-
fucking fish.
Listen, if I have to come out being gay, why can't a straight person come out being
yes,
straight?
right.
Yeah.
You know, like
And
why do you have to
that's-
not come out to me saying that you're straight?
That's not.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
And it took me a while to get there. I'm not gonna lie.
you
It
should
took me a
just
while
you
to
should
get
be.
there.
Hold on, I want to give somebody a shout out real quick. Shout out to
Stop.
Bree Jew. Bree Williams.
Hey,
My cousin, happy Pride, baby. We love you.
Ready
She's
to-
a fellow.
she just put something like this on her status the other day too. Something about like
Hands
pride
down
and
to
shit.
you, girl. Fucking love. I love her.
Fellow lesbian, we love
Silly
her.
ass. She's silly as fuck.
She right
Follow
here
her.
right now.
Yo,
Follow her.
I'm about to say, make her follow her.
To make what she said. Don't forget the ones whose family members pushed them away. She
Yeah,
said, she said,
exactly.
when my aunt found out I was dating Sasha, that shit changed my life. Thank God for our relationship now, but my
Son.
coming out is really what made our relationship. Got a whooping and all.
Do y'all remember when niggas found out that nigga was gay?
Yeah.
But like,
I remember when I
it
found out that
all
nigga was
starts
gay.
from like our generation to being okay with it. Like, I know, like from back in the day, like that was bad, but it's all from us now. Like we
Yeah,
have
it really
we
is,
have
though.
to teach our kids that. So
Happy Pride, bitch.
Right.
These shirts is fire. I'm not
They
here.
is, they is, they is, they is. Lily, we love you. If you still watching, we love you, girl.
I'm gonna go like this or something.
Come on.
But you just go the lips.
Yeah.
That's all she wants.
Matter of fact, make me some pasty.
That's it. That's it. I need some brown. Who said I got that?
that's what it
I'm
should
Brian.
be.
Nah, but Bree said, I posted on Snapchat. She's like, I love how much you support us in our community. You're amazing, Jazz. And I had to let her know. You already know.
No, that's
Bisexual. I love my LGBTQ community, always and forever. She was like, that's right, baby. We love you more. I just want to let everybody know. Happy Pride Month. So happy Pride Month to everybody.
That's a fact.
We respect whoever you are, whoever you want to love.
Everything. We respect it all.
We're here for
Pronouns,
it all.
we respect pronouns, we respect
do.
who you are.
You see us. You see the group here. You heard us talk. If you
can't see Jess.
Whoever y'all,
She in the cut.
if y'all need to talk, y'all can hit us up, message us.
That's a whole fact.
Right, if
that'd be the problem though.
Because
They'd be scared
everybody
to
needs an
ask a
outlet.
question.
It don't have to be, and that's people's problem. Like, you think that your outlet has to be within your crew. It don't have
It
to.
doesn't have to be.
It don't have to be within your crew, your family, your bloodline, or none of that. You can just come out to anybody that you
Feel comfortable.
feel comfortable is willing to listen. There wasn't me before, but it's me now.
I came out to people I didn't even know before I came out to anybody else I knew.
Yeah, you gotta do a test run. You gotta do a test run, like. And like I said, you shouldn't have to fucking come out to your family. You shouldn't have to come out. You shouldn't have to come out. Like, I feel like
family don't love you.
We do.
We'll take
So
you in.
fuck it.
We'll take you in.
If they don't want you, we want you. Like,
We love your stepmoms. You can come right over here.
Stepmom.
I just had to let motherfuckers know the
We love your stepmom.
I'm a stepmom.
I've been a stepmom.
I'm the best.
and we don't end this
I'm looking for that
podcast on
stepmom.
that.
We love mothers. We love mothers. But what's up, though? Well, holla at y'all. Hold on. Yeah.
We gotta play some shit real quick.
Cause it was about to be a wrap. I was about to end that.
What this called?
I was about to give a little tune. She
But we
said.
thank y'all for tuning in.
No,
Tune
that
in
ass.
again
We appreciate
tomorrow. We in the studio
Oh,
with
we're
the
gonna
rest.
get crazy.
We in the studio. So make sure y'all tune the fuck in. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
Love is love, y'all.
Love is love. Happy fucking Pride, y'all. Happy fucking Pride.
It's not clear on there because I never connected.
They funny as hell.
There
And
it is.
I'll drink to that.
My
Stone, say happy Pride.
Where are you? Hold on, now we need to play this. That's that.
You gotta go to the shit. Setting.
Hold on, y'all. What is
Make
it?
sure-
People?
If that means y'all shirts done, holla at Lindy.
Nah, we going out on this right now.
Y'all see them.
This
Our
one
shirts is
going out on.
fucking popping. We lit.
Easy.
Hold on.